Take your CJ7 all the way to 11. Jeepin' with Cool Guy.
Well, I wanted to show you the aftermath of the heater box teardown. This has been restored. So all the screws and everything have been replaced with stainless steel. I've gone with just flat head, half-inch stainless steel sheet metal screws for here so they don't stick out as much, but I left the hex heads on top here. Actually rebuilt the motor and spray painted the whole thing. I think it looks great. I was able to use the heater core from another box that I had. I kept the rubber bumpers. They're serviceable. They're still in decent shape. One thing I did want to call out, there are two heater box or heater motors seals out there. At least the ones that I've noticed on Quadratech. This one is for the CJ7s or CJs, the original motor. Anything that's aftermarket comes with a seal. It's much larger than this. Let me show you. So I unwittingly ordered this a couple times, but you can see the difference, hopefully. It's a lot larger. It's like almost an inch larger in diameter. And they say, at least on the site, that it's a seal heater for the firewall, but for CJs and YJs, but it actually is only for the 91 through 95 YJs. So if you're going to order one, look out for that. If you have not replaced your motor, do not get this one. Go for this one. And then this one I got for the heater core. This was kind of a pain in the ass to get on, but you just have to wedge it on there. You'll also notice that there's a little bit of white around the edges. I replaced all of the butyl tape. I didn't get black. I unfortunately got white. But since I had 15 feet of it, I'm not going to go back and start over again. But the good thing is I know that I've got the whole thing completely sealed up. So this thing, there is no air leaks coming out of this at all. One thing that I wanted to show you in particular in relation to the flaps on the inside. The foam is basically completely deteriorated. So what I did is I went with a high density foam, 1/4 inch thick, and they come in these little square pieces with a very, very sticky adhesive on the back. The reason I use this instead of like the lighter foam is that this isn't going to absorb dust as much, and since it's high density, it's going to last a lot longer. It still seals really well, but that was my whole point. So I put that on this flap here. Maybe see if we flip it over. You can see it right there. That works really well. I like that. It's got a nice solid feel to it. And I also put it on the flap on the inside of this one. Last but not least, I put the butyl tape all the way around the horseshoe piece so that this thing is nice and sealed. And then I will get rubber gasket material from like AutoZone or Advanced Auto to put around the top of this for the cold air intake. That's it. That's what it looks like. I'm really happy with this. I went with the Rust-Oleum high performance enamel, flat black. It's got a nice sheen to it. But there is your complete restoration of your heater box.